Sorry, I can't hardly see you. Bright lights.
Yeah. Brad, Gary Washington, Boston Globe. 80-78, you guys got the ball, 6-something left. What happened to the offense? It just seemed like threes didn't go down.
Yeah, I thought anytime we got stagnant, we weren't very good. Whenever we held the ball whenever one person had the ball for more than a second or two, it was bad news for us. When we had a stretch there, middle of third to middle of fourth, where we had some tremendous possessions. The ball was really popping, and then we stopped, and that was part of our undoing. I thought that they're clearly their speed and length and athleticism affected us, and they were quicker to the ball all night than us. Best probably exemplified by the rebounding numbers.
Brett, what do you think was the cause over in the middle? Especially in the first half, their transition opportunities seemed to really give you guys problems. What were they doing well during that stretch?
Well, there were some that were bad offense, and there were some that were great plays by them, and then there were some that were, we need better. We need a better transition defensive performance on certain possessions.
Brad, Boston Sports Journal. Brad, you guys, last couple games, the high percentage of your shots have been at threes. Obviously, is that something you guys have been just looking for, and then just to drive and kick a lot and kind of just live with it?
Well, I mean, we got 14 shots blocked a game at the rim in games 3 and 4, and so they're all coming into the paint. You got to take the next best shot. We'd like to get layups, but they are converging, and they are doing a great job of converging. We have to do a better job of creating good opportunities so that we can either drive at the second closeout or get better looks from 3, one of the two. But it's just part of what they're taking away, and they're doing a really good job. They've done, their defense has been great.
Brad, Gary Washburn again. You guys seem to be playing the good first 8 minutes of quarters. Then the closing of quarters, you guys are struggling. Is there anything to that?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe that's anomaly. Maybe it's, for whatever reason, something that's happened a couple of times, but I don't think there's any real rhyme. When we don't play with super effort defensively and super connectivity, and we don't move the ball, we're going to go on some major lulls. And those lulls, our margin is what it is. Those lulls will beat us.
Brad, Chris Gasper, Boston Globe. I think it was 87-81. Thon Maker is sort of out of bounds. You guys get the ball back there, and Jason's inbounding it, and there was a turnover. What did you see on that play?
Eric Bledsoe jumped Al when we jammed for Al. It was a good play by Eric Bledsoe.
Brad, Steve Belpet, Boston Herald. Did it just seem like an odd kind of game to you when your guys would appear to get it, it would go away? It seemed like you'd gather yourselves, and then all of a sudden it'd be gone and a second later.
Sports are a funny thing because there's 2 teams playing. You're not out there by yourself just, trying to perform a job. You're out there with a lot of duress, and those guys put us in those positions. I don't want to act like we can control everything that we're talking about. They did stuff to us that was very, very effective. They're very athletic. They're very good. This is more than this has been the same story for the most part here all 3 games. I mean, they've just physically dominated us, I think.
Brett, when you talk about being stagnant, what are kind of the common threats in that, or things they're doing?
Dribbling and holding the ball. Got to get it popping.
When that's happening, what is it? Just a matter of telling the guys, like, let's move the ball, or is there something like schematically they can be doing differently?
Well, I think we need to figure out what we can do very, very best, and probably limit our menu even further and do those things.
Coach Mark D'Amico, Celtics.com. You guys went to a Game 7 last season. What did you take from that experience in terms of what that environment is like for teams that are entering it?
I mean, it's again, we didn't want to be in that position entering tonight. We're frustrated with how we played at times, but we give the Bucks credit. They earned the right to beat us. In all 3 games here, they should have won. They played with great togetherness and great energy, and the result is that our guys get to experience a Game 7, which, again, we didn't want. But, that's a Game 7 in TD Garden is, what you play for. It should be what you're, most excited about, what you work for all summer, what you work for all year. It's a blast. Thanks.
Thanks, Joe. Thank you, folks.